If you're worrying about life right now, or if you're worrying about your job, if you're worrying about getting paid in time, if you're worried about anything in life, I want you to watch this. Now, I am not perfect, and I have worried about things a lot in my life. In fact, I'm not going to sit here and say that I never have, but it's easy for us to lose sight of God. It's easy to lose sight of all these things because we get so in our minds about all these things, and we get so in our mind about just random things that might happen. Oh, there's people behind me. Sorry. But it's important to understand that when we are trusting in God, that God is in control. And I know some people can say, oh, well, how do you know he's in control? How do you know that he's good? Listen, I am not good, okay? I have committed a sin before. I've committed multiple sins in my life before. Therefore, I know I am not good on my own. And I know that I can't get to heaven on my own because I am not good on my own. If I compare myself to Christ, who is the only one to really fully be righteous, then I can't get to heaven on my own. And when I worry about things that are on this earth, I can't control some of that stuff, and it is easy to worry about that. But I want to talk about Matthew 6 at the end, where it talks about how we should not worry because God provides. Now, sometimes when we pray about things, we're praying about things and we're just like, man, I don't know why God isn't answering my prayer. Well, the reason he's not answering your prayer sometimes is because he has something in mind that is going to be better for you than what you might imagine. And you're saying, whoa, so you're telling me that, I should let God just do everything? Well, technically, yeah, because he knows more about you. And two, some people may not understand this, but God is in control. He is. And the reason we shouldn't worry is it says near the end of Matthew 6 where it says to first seek his kingdom and all his righteousness, and the rest should follow. Therefore, do not worry. Because think about the birds. Like, I'm at the park out here because I don't have power at home. And I look at the birds and they're fed whenever they need to, and yet they don't worry about it. Or I look at the trees out here and they get water whenever they need to. And even during the summertime, there have been times where it doesn't rain at all, and yet they get water whenever they need to, and they live for decades, right? And yet with us as humans, it's like there's some things we can't control, and it worries us so much because we can't control it. But the thing is, in Matthew 6, what God talks about is that if the birds don't worry about that stuff, if the flowers don't worry about their things, why should we worry about life? Why should we worry about the things that are on this earth? And so I want to make this really quick video to basically tell y'all that if you're worrying about something, stop. Just trust in God. And if you want to learn about trusting in God, I do a whole Bible study thing. In fact, this is what today's thing is a Friday Bible study thing, because I don't have power at home. So again, if you're struggling or you're worrying about anything, just pray to God. Trust in him. Lean on him. Because it's not about trusting in God in the good days. It's also about trusting in God in the bad days. So I hope you all have found this helpful.